Namaste to all. In this short audio, we will understand a beautiful answer by Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati for some common questions. The questioner is asking why Almighty God creates this world. Maharishi is again asking what would have been his gain had he not created this world. The questioner is answering, had he not created the world, Almighty God would have been saved so much botheration. He would have remained happy, and the souls would have been free from turmoil of pleasures and pain. Maharishi answers, these are the ways of the idle and inactive and not of energetic beings. And what pleasure or pain is there for the souls in the state of dissolution, that is, at the final destruction of the universe? If you compare the pleasure and the pain of the world, happiness many times exceeds the pain, and many pure souls earn the bliss of salvation by constant practice of virtuous actions. In the state of dissolution, the souls lie unconscious as in sound sleep. Besides, the karmas done by the souls in the creation last preceding would remain unrewarded, and the souls deprived of the enjoyment of their fruit. If anybody asks you, what is the object of your eye? You will naturally say, seeing. Well, when God possesses the knowledge, the power, and the potentiality of creativeness, how can He justify Himself except by creating this world? You have no answer to this question. Besides justice, power of sustenance, mercy, and other attributes of Almighty God cannot find their justification unless God makes this world. His infinite power can justify itself only through creation, sustenance, dissolution, and government of this universe. Just as seeing is the natural function of the eye, similarly, it is the natural function of Almighty God to do good to the souls by granting them innumerable objects after creating this world. What a beautiful answer. The questioner is again asking, which is first? Is it the seed or the tree? Maharishi answers, the seed. Seed means cause, and therefore it must pre-exist the effect. The questioner again asks, if God is all powerful, why can't He create Prakriti and souls by Himself? If not, then why He is all powerful? Maharishi answers, we have already explained the word all powerful. Do you mean that all powerfulness consists in doing impossible things? If He can do the impossible thing of making an effect without its cause, can Almighty God make another God? Can Almighty God die? Can He be inert, unhappy, unjust, impure, sinful? Besides, even God cannot deprive the inanimate objects of their natural attributes. For example, the heat of the fire, the cold of the water, the order of the earth, etc. etc. God's laws being true and perfect, He cannot alter them. Therefore, omnipotence or all-powerfulness means only this much, that Almighty God can accomplish all the actions without the aid of any being. The questioner further asks, has God a body or is He without a body? If God has no body, how can He make the world without His hands and limbs? If He has a body, then it is understandable. Maharishi answers, God has no form. He who has a form or a body cannot be Almighty God, because such a person would have finite capacity, temporal limitations, hunger, thirst, wear and tear, cold and heat, fever, diseases, etc. etc. These attributes can hold good only in case of souls and not of Almighty God. Just as we people have a form, that is, we have bodies, and for that very true reason, we have no control over the triatoms, diatoms, or Prakriti. Similarly, if Almighty God has a gross body, it would have been impossible for Him to make the world out of those fine elements. Being free from material sense organs or hands, feet, etc., and other members of the body, and possessing infinite energy, power, and activity, Almighty God can do those things which the souls and Prakriti cannot do. As Almighty God is finer than the materia radica, which is Prakriti, and pervades it, He can take into His grip and transform it into the universe. What a scientific reply. The questioner is again asking, bodied parents have bodied children. Had they been bodiless, their progeny should also have been bodiless. Similarly, if God were formless, the world should be formless. Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati answers, this objection of yours is childish. We have just told you that God is not the material cause of this universe. He is the agental cause or the efficient cause. Prakriti and atoms are grosser. They are material cause of the universe. They are not absolutely fine. They are grosser than Almighty God, but finer than their effects. Then the question again asks, cannot God create the effect without the cause? Maharishi answers, no, nothing can come out of nothing. It is just like the idle talk of one person who says, I attended the wedding of the son and the daughter of a sterile woman. They had the bows made of the horns of the men. They wore the garlands of the sky flowers. They bathed in the water of mirage. They lived in the fairyland where the rain was falling without the clouds and corn were growing without the earth, etc. etc. An effect is impossible without its cause. It is just like a madman's prattle. I have no mother or father, yet I am born. I have no tongue in my mouth, yet I am speaking. There was no snake in the crevice, but it has come out. I was nowhere. These gentlemen were nowhere, and we have all come, etc. etc. The questioner again asks, if there is no effect without a cause, what is the cause of the first cause? Maharishi answers, primary causes are not the effects of any cause. Secondary things are the effects of some cause and cause of some effects. Example, earth is the cause of the house and the effect of the water, etc. But the root cause or the materia radica, which is Prakriti, is beginningless, unmade, Swayambhu. Sankhya Shastra says, Mule Mula Bhava the Moolam Moolam. There is no root of the root, hence the root is rootless. The cause has no cause. The cause of all effects is causeless. Before the beginning of any effect, there must exist its threefold cause. Example, the weaving of a cloth can begin only when there exists a weaver, cotton thread and weaving instrument. Similarly, pre-existence of Almighty God, Prakriti, time, space and eternal souls is essential for creation of this universe. If one of these things is not there, then this universe cannot be created. Really beautiful reply by Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati. I think we also got a good amount of clarity on many of the common doubts. I hope you also enjoy the answers of Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati. This is from his book, The Light of Truth. Chapter name is Creation. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.